for a second, black faculty at universities. Because when the students, primarily black, are challenging the liberal and the neoliberal ethos of the university, and therefore most of the higher administration, most of the colleagues as professors and professors, then the question emerges, what should I do? What should I do? And the typical, I think the response that the system is well, you are the intermediary, you are the pacifier, you try to be the pacifier of the students. So then you intervene as to help them. But to help them is to teach them again to occupy their place. So in that, what black faculty do in the moment of struggle is key. Are they going to be the intermediaries? Right? These intermediaries, these negotiators? Are they going to, because also they also enter into the career and careerism. So where is my promotion? So how are they going to position themselves in that context? It's key. Because they could, if they found a way to articulate themselves with the movement and across themselves in a way that is not simply looking at whiteness and as a position of authority or the standards of the university or the standard of excellence that, to which you need to prove yourself, if you break with that, and this will be the topic of my talk on Fanon tomorrow, the kind of suspension of the desire for recognition. If you suspend completely fully the desire for white recognition in the white academy, and you search for different modalities of engaging others and so on, you can become critical in the formation of those tentative spaces, right? Because you can help, in a way, help the students, in dialogue with the students, create those spaces that the students are thinking about it more radical. Maybe you know the machine better from the inside. There is knowledge that you can bring to the scene in dialogue to agree on structures that all of you, students and faculty, commit to occupy and to further develop and radicalize. So that's what I think that the possibilities for something more sustainable, something is fragile in that way. I don't think sustainability, unless you are in a situation like the Zapatistas and so on, and you actually have a territory, place that you can actually sustain a revolutionary movement autonomously for a long time. But in many cases, that's not the reality. So it is like like maroon communities in the Caribbean, Latin American thought. You settle, you find a place, you come back, you liberate more spaces, you sort of begin to destroy the plantation and the order of the plantation. But it will be there for a time, and you will be living with it for a time. So again, those questions are practical and strategic and tactical, and I think that in the context of South Africa, the practicalities are very clear. A number of them hinge on, not totally, but I think things can become more easy or difficult depending on how black faculty and faculty of color relate to what is going on. I know that didn't cover all questions, but hopefully.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you for that really inspiring set of thoughts that you put before us, because I remember reading Nelson's book before I ever met him, and now it's really lovely to hear your mind think, to the texture of your thought. So thank you very much for being with us. Tomorrow again at 10 o'clock at the Center for Indian Studies in Africa, a talk on Fanon, which will take up some of the questions which he deliberately left unanswered now, so it will come tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much.
So the panel, what is the panel?
The program, because
Yeah, there is a panel. The panel is going to be where?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. Yes, this goes until 1 p.m.
Ah.
There is a